bit of a random one today. A Skylanders tier list, specifically the first game. Now, I've been playing it again recently. It was my first ever video game, so I'm always gonna love it. And I was just thinking, as a kid, I never paid attention to the things they actually did. I never paid attention to how fast they moved, how balanced their attacks were. I only paid attention to design as a kid. And I only liked the dragons and dinosaurs and creatures like Eruptor and stuff like that. So I never really, actually gave them an actual analysis. Today I will be, because now that I'm older, I actually play with some capacity of a strategy. So we're starting with Lightning Rod. And first of all, what a great way to start. Now, this guy's amazing. First of all, his design is cool. It's unique. He's floating in a cloud. He's blue. Got a cool beard. It's like Zeus. He's cool. Now, is he super original? I mean, he's just Zeus. I can't say he's super original in terms of design, but his attacks are so good. His movement, standard. He doesn't have any movement buffs or anything. No movement, moves you can do. I put him average in movement. You can get around with him, but you wouldn't want to use him if you want to get somewhere fast. His attacks are where it's at. He's got the range. One thing is good. When you have a ranged, Skylander, you need to have actual places your attacks can go. The problem I have with some of these ranged attackers like Prison Break, their attacks don't go anywhere. They go into the ground. Same thing with Sunburn here. His attack doesn't go far enough, and it hurts him a lot. So the fact that his attack, it shoots and it goes, and that's all it needs. And then he has his other one where he shoots down thunder from the sky, and it's the most overpowered thing in the world. I would immediately give this guy an S tier. His design is good, but his attacks are insane. This guy, he's a ride or die for me. Next, Sonic Boom. Now, Sonic Boom is good. He's like a bird dragon. He's got a cool design. I will say, though, his attacks are a little bit lackluster. I used him as a kid because he's a dragon bird thing, and I was always like, yay, dragon bird. But now that I'm playing the game again, over and over again, I played it so many times growing up, and now I'm like, okay, this guy's not that good. Sonic Boom's not that good. I mean, his attacks are fine, but I don't use him. His design is cool. Movement's pretty good. He can fly, I think. Can he fly? Yeah, he can fly. I always get them mixed up, Sunburn and this guy, because Sunburn, for some reason, can't fly, despite him having wings. This guy can. But yeah. This guy's alright. He's not terrible, but he's not great. I'd give him a B tier. His design's good. His attacks, they're good. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you can play the game with him, but the egg attack is cool where he spawns in babies and stuff, but overall, if you're trying to beat the game as efficiently as possible, you wouldn't want to use him very much. His Sonic Boom attack is fine. He doesn't have the most interesting dynamic, though, which obviously it hurts him a lot. And this is where people are always going to disagree with me here. I would put Mr. Warnado here above Sonic Boom. Now, I think his design is amazing. Like a angry wind turtle. He's great. I think he's an interesting concept too, like a tornado tortoise. I mean, the joke writes itself, but in terms of design, he's great. In terms of attacks, I think he's good. I think his spin attack, it's honestly a no-brainer. How could you not like it? You're spinning at high speed and you're doing a lot of damage. And then you have obviously the tornado one, where you're a tornado, then you shoot stuff out of it, and it's a really good attack. You can just truck through loads of enemies and not have to worry about them. So I would definitely put this guy in A tier. His attacks are pretty decent. I mean, they're not the best, but I definitely think overall he's more balanced and better than Sonic Boom. And Whirlwind. So, quick story time with Whirlwind. The first time I ever saw anything about this game was, I was in Target with my parents, and I saw Whirlwind on display, and I was like, dude, I want that. That's super cool. But my parents, being smart, they were like, I think this actually goes to a full game that you don't have, so we're not going to get this for you right now. But I showed so much interest in this singular Skylander, and I didn't know what the game was either. I just thought it was an action figure. They knew it was from a game. So, because it was right there. I was stupid, and I didn't look at the sign. It was Whirlwind and a bunch of other ones, and they were just right there. Boom, Skylanders, buy now. And then there was the game right there. And I only saw Whirlwind, and I wanted Whirlwind, and I never stopped talking about it. Come Christmas, that year, Christmas, I got the game for Christmas. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Best Christmas gift ever, because, like, it changed everything. It was my first game. I got every game after that. And it was all because of Whirlwind. So naturally, she's going in S tier. But if we're going to actually analyze her, her attacks are overpowered, man. They're insane. So one thing I will say about these dragons is I'm not sure how I feel about a whole move being dedicated to them being able to fly. I mean, they can't go super high. It's not like they can avoid stuff. Really, the only good thing about flying is you can fly above certain places you can't go. Like certain elemental places like water or lava, and you move slightly faster. That's really it. And I do like the fact that they can fly. I just don't know how I feel about it being a whole move. It kind of takes away from, because this guy has 3 moves. He has the long range lightning, he has the lightning from the sky, then he has like the, what do you call that? He's like electrifying stuff around him. He's like doing this. He's got 3 moves. Whirlwind, I think she has like 2, but she has a lot of combos in those moves, so it's kind of fine. But her main move where she shoots the rainbow ball out of her horn, it's insane. You spam it, you get stuff done instantly. Like you clear out through all kinds of stuff. And then she has the thunder thing she shoots out, then you can shoot more balls into it, and then it like explodes. It's just her main, the good thing about her is her main like horn attack where she shoots out rainbow stuff and it starts bouncing around. And the projectile aspect of that, it's amazing. You can just knock stuff out one by one. So I definitely put her above Lightning Bolt. I'm probably biased, but I think a lot of people like Whirlwind. Like, just because she's really good. Next is Bash. Now, I loved Bash as a kid. Again, dinosaur thing. And, well, this time I was really correct about it. I mean, his rolling attack, not only is it super fast and buffs his movement by 1,000%. By the way, I didn't even talk about these guys' movements. Like, she has the flying. I kind of did it, I guess. Kind of did. Her flying is okay. I'll give her like above average. This guy, you can move with the spin attack, so above average and average for him. But Bash, I think he might be the fastest, not in terms of total speed, but in how far you can go using that speed, if that makes sense. For example, like, you can do it like a dash with Drill Sergeant here, but his dash stops after a few seconds. This guy, you can roll forever, unless you hit something. Unless you hit a wall. Not an enemy. You can roll through enemies all day, which is insane. And his damage is amazing. He's a melee, so when you attack with your tail, it does melee damage. 40 damage, 50 damage, it's insane. So his melee tail attack is amazing. His rock attack is amazing. And because you can summon a rock and you can hit it and it goes flying. And then his roll attack is by far probably the best attack in all of these guys. Because it does like damage when you're rolling through, and it's fast. So this guy is immediately one of the best. Next up is Dino Ring. By the way, design, like I said, he's really cool. He's like a rock dinosaur. So, yeah. How can you not like a rock dinosaur? Next up, we have Dino Ring. I like this guy a lot. He's obviously a dinosaur. So as a kid, I liked him a lot. But I like the fact that you have a homing boomerang. I thought that was a really good thing to implement. I feel like if he hadn't had that, his attacks would be severely worse than they are. Like, so you have your standard, like, boom, 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 I'm throwing boomerangs around. I like the range they have. But to be able to control one, you can do a lot of stuff with that. You can get to places you couldn't get otherwise. You can easily defeat key fiends. The guys that steal your keys, you can just dead. And he has a cool design. I like the concept of a dinosaur who's Australian, who wields boomerangs and is cool about it. So I'm going to give this guy a pretty easy A tier. He's really good. I mean, a lot of these guys are just so easy to use, and, I'm going to try not to stack up A and S tier, so I'm going to be a little bit harsher than usual, but I'm starting out with good stuff. I can't lie, I'm starting out with good stuff. But yeah, I like, again, by the way, his color, great range of color. I think he probably has the best range of color of any of these guys. Great color palette. Prison Break. I'm sorry. His design is so good. I think he has one of the best designs in all of them. Like a rock, crystal, whatever you call that creature. I don't know what you'd call it. An ogre? Rock, crystal, ogre? I don't know. It's awesome. And I also like how most of these Skylanders have a corresponding theme with certain species that exist in the world. You know, Dino-Rang's a bit of an exception. Some of these guys, like Zeus, but like, you look at freaking Boomer here. Obviously, trolls exist in universe, you know. You look at who else is existing in universe. Drill Sergeant, those guys exist. But yeah, you know what I mean. Like, and the rock creatures exist as well. So variants of things like that, rock creatures. This guy's cool. But the problem is his attacks are terrible. His concept is awesome. He shoots a beam of light out of his prisms. That sounds great. But the problem is, it only reaches so far, and it has no surround damage. And it also lasts for like 2 seconds. And the damage it does also isn't constant. It's like 1 damage every half a second, which is terrible because it only lasts for a couple of seconds. So you're only doing about 40 damage per each attack, even though it's a beam that's constantly shooting. It doesn't act like that as an attack. And his next attack it's really cool, but it doesn't do much, where he summons down a pillar of crystal, and you can shoot your beam through it, and it goes all different ways. So you can create like a bunch of different paths that your beam will go. But the beams don't do that much damage. And overall, his attacks are undercooked severely, I think. I feel like he was a filler they added in last second. Because compared to other Earth ones, like, you can't put these two in the same category at all. I hate that I have to put him this low, because he's super cool. But his attacks are terrible. I can't lie, his attacks just suck. Next up is Terrafin. Now, Terrafin's awesome. A land shark who is buff and scary. Melee is good, and I like the fact that when you punch, it does a lot of damage. Makes it easy to fight. And his underground move is amazing too. It's good for movement. It's also good for like maintaining your health. If you need to get out of a bad situation, like a big tank or something you can't defeat very fast, go underground, get your bearings, and come back. It's easy. It's good. And when you do come out of the ground, it is a belly flop, so it does damage. A lot of good combos with this guy, and his design is really good. One of the best in my opinion. I would definitely put him in S tier. His attacks are just well balanced. What can I say? And he sounds cool. Eruptor was one of my favorites. I like Eruptor a lot. He's bad for movement. He's not very fast, but he's super cool, and he's definitely the best in the fire one for sure. I mean, he's like the only fire one I used. So we all know Eruptor. He shoots lava out of his fists. He's really cool that way. And his design, probably the best, obviously best design in all of these. It's unique. It's different. It's not like another dragon or another bird or another like creature of that sort. You know, it's pretty interesting. I like him. I like his lava explosion. It does a lot of nearby damage, so when people come to you, they're gonna get in the lava and die. And I like his lava ball barfing mechanism. I would put this guy in A tier, but I have to put him in S tier because, like, this guy is just goated. Like, he's definitely my favorite now. Like, in terms of, well, not my favorite of all time, but I like him more than Whirlwind now. I use Whirlwind a little bit less than I used to, but hey, gotta go for the culture. Gotta put her in S tier for the culture. She's really good. But yeah, this guy, if he was fast, man, he'd be an easy just top of all the Skylanders. But he's kind of slow, so it kind of, takes him down. But still S tier for me. Next is, forgot the bro's name. What even is his name? I never used him. It's the Fire Elf guy. A fire shooter. Let me Google this real quick. I don't even remember his name. Fire Elf. Skylanders. What is bro's name? Wi-Fi, please don't fail me now. Flameslinger. That was not stored in my noggin. He's fast, and I like that a lot. He's great for movement. My dad used him a lot. My dad always used the ones I refused to use. I was discriminatory as a kid, okay? I only liked the dragons and creatures. I didn't like humanoids or elves or anything. I was discriminatory. But Flameslinger is really good. Obviously, he shoots arrows of flames, and they go pretty far. Same thing with Mr. Zeus over here. And I like his movement. You can go super fast. You can do a flame dash. You can go boom, and then you can go around in a circle, and it makes like a flame thing that flies in the sky. And it's really good. And I use him a lot now because he's really good. He's easy to use. He's fast. He's nimble. You know, he's also easy to look at. He's not clunky or anything. So all of his attacks are going to be super balanced no matter what path you choose. And I'm putting this guy in A tier. I might have to move a couple of these guys down just for the sake of S tier not being so cluttered. But next is, I got this, Igniter. Yep, another one I never used. And frankly, his design isn't very cool. Also another one of these types of creatures that exist in universe. Those molten, like, robot creatures, night creatures that exist in the later levels. He's like one of those, but smaller. And it's cool. Flame Sword. His Flame Sword move is good. It's fast, so you can get quick melee in. And his Long Sword is good as well. He has a move where he just, like, his Flame Spirit comes out of his armor, and then his armor just, like, goes on the ground. And it moves around. And I'm not sure how to use that one very well, but it probably could be used good in context. Wait, why is bead, what? Hold on. That's weird. Okay, I just realized this. I'm putting this guy in B tier. His design is probably amongst the worst. Not the worst, amongst the worst. But his attacks are pretty balanced. He's not very fast. And he's just okay. He's pretty good. He's better than okay. But he's not great. Next is Phoenix Sky. What's his name? Sunburn. Again, dragon bird situation. I used him a lot, but nowadays I don't use him very much. His main attack is pretty bad. It's a beam of sun that only attacks in the range where you're shooting, and it's not very far, doesn't go very long, doesn't do a lot of damage. And his best attack for sure is where he can teleport. Where you can do like 4 different balls. You can choose which one you're going to go to. It's good for fast travel and good for quick damage when you're appearing out of the ground. And overall, I just think he's kind of mid. I don't think he's genuinely mid, but he's definitely low B tier. I'll tell you, there are mid ones. This guy's low B tier. His design is really good. That's keeping him from a C. And also his speed attack, where you can like turn into a phoenix and fly super fast, is also a good one. So I'm not gonna give him a C tier, because I do use him sometimes, but his main attack is just so bad, it damages him a lot. Alright, next we're in Grass. Grass is good, guys. Camo. I used him a lot. Probably one of the best dragon designs, if you can call it a dragon. His attacks are amazing. His attacks are truly just outrageous. Off the walls bonkers, baby. He has, like, don't let this flame-looking thing mislead you. He shoots these balls out of his mouth. That sounds kind of funny. But he shoots them out of his mouth, and if you hit something, not an enemy, they'll surround you. And you'll be protected by, like, floating spiky balls. It's amazing. And then he has a Melon Baller. My dad actually named him Melon Baller and gave him a nickname. Melon Baller? Goated nickname. He shoots insanely high damage melons, and they go in all different directions. If you're in a pinch, surrounded by bullies, just shoot him with melons and they'll die. Amazing move. Then he has a move where you shoot a vine and it goes flying across the ground. His design is amazing. His movement, it's medium. It's alright, but definitely an S tier guy. Definitely S tier guy. I'm gonna clean this up a bit. I'm gonna put Whirlwind in A tier. Sorry. I just don't like her as much as I used to. I don't know. I'm putting her in A tier. And that looks fine for now. Stealth Elf. Very good. Her movement, already she's faster than usual, but she has a movement move where she just jumps forever. You can do like a spin jump, it does damage, and it does movement. I've talked about those kind of moves before. They're amazing. And her main attack, she's really fast melee with like daggers and stuff. And she has an attack where a move where she turns invisible and you can move around while you're invisible. And when you come back up, like dummies spawn and they do things. So yeah, really good. Her design, great design. I'm gonna put her in A tier, not quite S tier, but I used her a lot and she's really good. She's cool. Her design is great and her attacks are very well balanced. I'm gonna put her at the top of A tier, and I might have to move a couple of these guys down. We'll see. We'll see. Stump Smash. Okay, I like Stump Smash. I used to hate him. His design is horrible. Worst design. He's just an ugly tree. What can I say? An ugly tree ogre that never mends into a good design. His design is trash, but oh my gosh, his moves are insane. He's super slow. That's bad. But his melee attacks are unbelievable. He stumps and smashes pretty fast. And he does like 40, 50 damage per smash, which kills a lot of enemies in one hit. Then he has this move where he burps up a massive nut. Don't clip that. And you can punch it, and it kills anything in its way. So if you have a set path you're going with a lot of enemies, burp a nut, smash it, and then everything is dead. Okay, that's all. I couldn't say that any better than the way it came out, because it's called a mega nut. It's amazing. I hate how good his moves are, because I'd put him in D tier if his moves weren't so great. I'm gonna have to put him in B tier because he's genuinely a great character to use. Low B tier, definitely low B tier, but man, does he have great attacks. Unfathomably great attacks. Next up, Zook the Goat. I have nothing to say. He's the best of all time. But yeah, no, this guy is great. I always clowned on him. In fact, when I was a kid, I usually only nicknamed ones. My dad would nickname them sometimes, but I would only nickname them if I didn't like them. I nicknamed poor, what's her name down here? Hex. I named her Fart. Real funny. I named him Zookie Stank. What a mean child I was. Zookie Stank? The frick do you mean, Zookie Stank? This guy's amazing. Like, genuinely. Not only is his design the most interesting of them all besides Eruptor, like, where have you seen a weird wooden pineapple guy with a rocket about to launch onto who knows where? And his movement is medium. He's not very fast, but his rockets do a lot of damage. And he also summons a wall of mushrooms that he can hide in. And overall, he also has like a one where it goes like bing, pew. And I just like him. I like him a lot. I think, does he have the best attacks? No. But I like him a lot. He's my favorite. I'm gonna make it, hold on. I'm gonna make a favorite. Best. That's good. That's what it was missing. But yeah, I can't say much about him. He's just awesome. Next, what's this guy's name? Ooh, I got it. I don't got it. I gotta Google some of these guys' names. Reason being is because as a kid, I never used a lot of these. I never used him. My dad had to use him. Spyro's, hold on. Mask guy. Double Trouble. Okay, that was in my brain. I knew it was Double Trouble. I just had forgotten. What a great Skylander this guy is. what a unique design as well. Like, you always wonder what's behind the mask, but you never wonder what's inside his soul. But, you know, this guy, he's got a magic staff, shoots a beam. Unlike this guy's beam, this beam is actually pretty effective at what it's supposed to do. So, I use him pretty frequently now. His design, like I said, it's unique. It's got a great range of colors. No other Skylander looks like him. He's a one of a kind. He's one of a kind, like Zook. And his attacks are awesome. I can't get over how, like, he'll summon like these cronies to fight for you, and they're hopping around doing like ooh ooh, and then his beam is awesome. He summons down a beam from the sky, and he's just so good. He's just so good. I'm gonna have to give bro an A tier. Put him in the middle of A tier. I'm gonna have, you know what? I'm gonna have to move down Warnado to B tier, high B, and I'm putting this guy. You know, sorry, Sonic Boom's got to go in mid. I genuinely just have to put him in mid. I'm thinking about it now, and I'm like, yeah. Forget everything that I said regarding him not being mid. I think he's mid now. Now looking at this list, I'm just like, because here's the thing. When you put them all in one space, you start to visualize, okay, I definitely don't like this guy as much as this guy. So I visually seeing it now, I have to move some of these guys down. But so far, it's fine. So far, it's fine. Not much is being done, so I like it so far. Spyro. Now, this is interesting. Why is he a magic type? He only does fire attacks. That's what doesn't make sense to me. Spyro was the first. He had his own game series before Skylanders. He was the first Skylander, which means they didn't have any of these fire guys conceived before him, which means they could have made him a fire type immediately, but no, they made him a magic type. Something happened, I guess, mid-production. They were like, okay, we have these guys, we need one more magic, but we can't come up with a good one. Ooh, let's put Spyro in there because he's purple. So, you know, that probably was the conversation, honestly. Spyro is good. His attacks, I genuinely never use him because I forget he exists, which is funny because the whole name of the game is about him. But he's just so, for whatever reason, he's so disconnected from the rest of them. And I think it's because there's just a mental thing in here that's telling me Spyro was part of his own thing before Skylanders ever existed. He's not really a Skylander, he's just Spyro. So I always end up disconnecting him from everybody else because he feels like a completely different IP. Because he technically kind of is. But man, he looks good. His design is good, and he's a classic. Spyro, everyone loves Spyro. But his attacks are kind of mid. I'm gonna put him in B tier. I like his fire horns, where you're raging and you have fire horns come out of your freaking head. You're going like boom. But his attacks are good, but I just don't use them very much. Like his flame balls are good. His flying, okay, he can fly, it's fine. But yeah, I'll put him in B tier. Honestly, I'll put him in high B, probably the best B. But yeah, I wouldn't say he's mid, definitely not like this guy, but I think he's high B. If not high B, then very low A, but I don't think so. Voodoo, another one of a kind. His design, he's like a lizard guy. He's like a lizard dude, human guy. It's like Mark Zuckerberg, but as a Skylander. Like, what the heck? This guy's pretty good. I never used him again. I discriminated against humans. I was racist against humans. Sue me. I can be racist against humans because I am one, okay? No. But I didn't like humanoid characters at all. For whatever reason, I was always into the fantasy, like dragons, dinosaurs, creatures. So stuff like that, Hex, never really appealed to me. But now that I am a grown adult, and now that I am not, you know, okay, I only like this because it's a dragon. Now I like things because they're good. And this guy's good. He's got a unique attack. He's got his mace thingy, then he's got his thing where he puts like a magic fence in front of him, and it's cool. And overall, I think he's a good, well-rounded character. I think I'd put him in probably B tier. Above Spyro. Looking at this. Yeah, I definitely like Double Trouble more. I like him more than Spyro. That looks good. Looks good. Okay. So yeah, that looks good. B tier for him. High B. High B. Looking for things to move down in case I need to. No, I think that's good. Okay, I like it. Yeah, good. Good stuff. Good stuff. His design is one of the best, though. I'd put his design above a lot of these, but these guys have better moves overall for sure. I could put this guy down a little bit. Yeah. All right, next up is, what's his name? What is his name? Wrecking Ball. Interesting guy. He's got a sticky tongue, and he rolls around as a ball, and he burps. Uh, they were kind of going off the walls with this guy. They were having fun. They were like, okay, we need to make one that is so bonkers that nobody could hate it. And I don't hate it. It worked. His design, it's kind of horrible to look at, but it's also kind of cute in a way. I don't know what to call him. He's a ball of weirdness, and that's pretty much all he is. So I'm going to put him in, I don't know actually. His design, it's like a 50-50. It's half terrible, half great because it's kind of cute. Little ball. And his moves, his tongue attack, it's not very good. It goes pretty far, but it doesn't do very much. His burping is alright, I guess. And the best part about him, for sure, is the fact that he is a wrecking ball. He moves around super fast. So his movement's really good. His movement also does damage. I love those. So I'm going to put him in B tier, definitely. Probably in the middle. That looks good. That looks about right. But yeah, overall, I don't have much to say about him. Why is he magic? I don't see the like. Here's the thing: these two are certainly magic. Certainly. What's magic about him? He has a tongue, and he burps. It sounds pretty organic to me. I don't know. He's more of a leaf type, if anything. I don't really know what to call him. I mean, he's not a magic type for sure. Neither is Spyro, but these guys definitely are. I feel like Spyro's Adventure has that problem sometimes where it doesn't make sense why some of them are what they are. For example, Leaf done so well. It's literally a leaf dragon. It's a literal pineapple tree guy. It's a literal piece of wood. She's using nature. She's an elf who is one with nature. She uses like saber teeths to fight, and she's one with nature. So I'll allow it for a leaf type. To be fair, it is kind of hard to marginalize some of these guys into a specific margin or a specific type, because realistically, what would Wrecking Ball even be? He wouldn't be any of these. Like, the fire stuff's perfect. That's definitely fire. It's all fire. Yeah, great. Wind, all that's wind oriented. That's good. Earth, this guy is one with the ground. So is Terrafin. And I guess you could argue this guy is just a melee. He's not very, well, he does have some kind of stone attack, so I'll give it to him. This guy's a literal rock, so he is definitely a earth type. So a lot of them are really well done, but when we get to the tech portion, it has the same problem, and we're going to talk about that right now. Boomer, I think he's a troll, so I'm not going to give his design very much props. He's just a troll. There's not much you can do with the troll to make it look unique. It's just a troll. So the fact that he wields TNT and is crazy gives him a lot of points, and they're good things. Good. I like the way that he just drops a bomb nonchalantly behind him while he's running when you do an attack. I like that. So I like his TNT. I like his bomb. Everything about his attacks are good. Why is he a tech type? He has nothing to do with technology in the slightest. So where else would you put him? I don't know. Genuinely, I have no idea. The problem is some of these guys just weren't designed to be certain types. Like, a lot of them were, some of them weren't. Boomer's really good. I'll give him like right there. Design's kind of mid. Movement is decent. He's kind of fast, but doesn't have any movement attacks. And his attacks are balanced. So yeah, I think B tier is good, but why is he a tech type? I'm not gonna really give them points on or off for being relative to the type that they are or are not, but it doesn't matter. I'm just saying my opinions here. I mean, this game was so well done, I can't complain about it. I mean, it's my favorite one, and for there to be 32 of them upon launch is insane. And they're all good. Like, there's not a single F tier one here. This guy's not even F tier, he's just D. But we do get into tech territory with this guy, Drill Sergeant. He is a robot drill sergeant guy, and he's good. And his movement is pretty good. He has a dash attack. It doesn't last forever, but it gets pretty far, and it does damage. He has a melee with his drills, and he also has a ranged with his drills, where you can shoot your drills. Then he has a ranged attack on his head, where he shoots constant beams out from his head, and they're really good. I would actually give this guy a pretty solid A tier. Now that I say that, compared to everything else, I'm not sure. Actually, I'm gonna put him in B tier. A solid B tier. Don't mind what I'm saying. Again, this is how fast your opinions can change when you see stuff lined up together. You think you know what you're talking about, then you see it and you're like, wait, I definitely don't like these two the same. You know. But I like them pretty similarly, but not quite the same. So yeah, I'm gonna put this guy right here, and that's looking good so far. Okay. Looking good so far. But yeah, his design's pretty decent. It's not my favorite. It's just a drill guy, and it's not very cool, but it's unique. I'll give it that. It's alright. Not a bad design. Decent movement. Pretty good movement, actually. And decent attacks. So, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'll have to adjust this later, but next up is another real techie, Drobot. Drobot's awesome. He's a robot who is a dragon, and he has this insane beam attack. Constant lasers coming out of his eyes do crazy damage, and he has one where he's flying super fast, so he's got great movement, and you can shoot while you fly, and you can hover in one place and do damage. It's amazing. This guy's amazing. His attacks are amazing. This guy is definitely an S tier. I used him so much, it's not even funny, and that's why I still use him to this day, because he's insane. Overpowered, but I try not to overuse him because he's so easy to use. So I'll put him in low S because I don't think he's as good as the other ones, but he's definitely an S tier. Next is Trigger Happy. I love Trigger Happy. Now this guy is great. Honestly, amazing. His design, he's a funny looking guy. He's got a tongue, he's got ears, and he's got guns of money. And I guess you can say that the guns are tech-oriented, so I'll give him that. I think he's the most iconic tech Skylander by far. I mean, when you say tech Skylander, what do you think? Trigger Happy. S tier. Thank you, Trigger Happy. When you're facing off against pretty tough villains, you're not going to want to use him because, first of all, he's a spammer, and spammers don't do a lot of damage because of the fact they're a spammer. You can shoot guns like super fast, but they do a little bit of damage, not a lot. But he has one big boom where you can throw a massive coin out, and then it flattens and it squishes stuff super well. You just have to have a good aim. It also takes a while to come out, so you could get a lot of damage in. Like, you could get hurt a lot by doing that, but it pays off if you're good at it. And he has a minigun attack where you put a minigun on the ground and go haywire, and it's so good. His attacks are really good, so I'm putting this guy in S tier. Definitely very good. Definitely the best tech Skylander. I put him above Drobot. I'm gonna put this guy pretty high. And next, I'm so excited to get into this stuff because these are some of the best ones. We got the Undead, Chop Chop. Now, Chop Chop is a skeleton gladiator, and he has a sword, a shield, and he has good movement. I never used him a lot. My dad used him a lot because I didn't use him. So I don't know much about him, but I know that he's got a great sword attack, and I know that he's got a pretty good movement. He's got like a dash thingy, I think, where you do this as you're dashing. And he's got, what else does he have? I'm trying to remember. He has a shield. The only one with a shield, by the way. He's got a unique aspect to him. The only one with the shield. And I think he's actually pretty freaking good to use. So I would definitely put this guy pretty high. Chop Chop is going to be a high B. Above the rest of these guys. I like him a lot. Cinder. Cinder's really cool. She's like a ghost lightning dragon. I like the way that her lightning actually spreads. It's super cool to look at. First of all, her design's cool. Like a purple death dragon is awesome. But I definitely think that she could have been better. She could have more to her attacks because they're kind of a little bit, I don't want to say mundane, but they're not extremely exciting. Her best attack for sure is her spread lightning. It's really good, does a lot of damage, it's fun to use. She has an attack where she becomes a ghost and does a super fast zoom and leaves behind ghosts that do damage. That's super cool, and she flies. So I would definitely give her an A tier. I'm actually going to move both these guys to A tier. I genuinely, I like using him a lot. I use him a lot now. So I'm going to give him an A tier for sure. And next up is Ghost Roaster. Now this guy's cool. He's a skeleton ghost. So I didn't use him a lot. Again, same story. Undead Skylanders are super cool. Well, I didn't use him a lot, but he's cool. He has like a same thing going on with like the tail, like the bash tail. He's got a move where you can go super fast as a massive skeleton skull, and he's green and he does a lot of damage, and his main attack is good where you swing it around like this. He has one where he haunts and floats around, and he does damage while he's haunting, and he's super cool. I'm gonna give this guy an A tier as well. Definitely, I like a lot of these super cool undead characters. Hex, I used her the least. She has insane attacks though. She calls down like stuff from the sky and it does a lot of damage. That's all I know about her. I didn't use her a lot, but she has a super cool skull attack. Her movement is pretty good, pretty standard, I think, but man, her attacks are just so cool. She shoots obviously balls of like plasma skulls out of her hands. They do a lot of damage, and she's genuinely pretty freaking good. Again, not a single miss with the ghost section here. Gonna be an easy A tier for me. I'm just a huge fan of a lot of these. Like, I love them. Gilgrunt. Now we're in the final stretch. Here we go. Gilgrunt, classic Gilgrunt. I actually don't think that he's among the best. Call me crazy. He's great. I love him. His design's super cool. He's a fish with a harpoon. That's funny. That's because usually the fish are the ones getting harpooned. But he's got a harpoon. He's coming back for revenge, and he wants to kill you. And his harpoon attack is good. His jetpack attack, or move rather, is the best part about him for sure. I use him to get around. He has the highest fly, so he flies with his jetpack, and he gets pretty high. And instead of like changing direction, you can fly in one spot and then, hold on. You can move, but you can like face one direction and move wherever you want. It's like a turtle. Wait, what bird does that? Or what animal does that? Duck. I think a duck does it. Or a chicken. You put a chicken in your hands, you lift it up, move it around, his head stays in the same area every time. He's like that. So I like it a lot. And I'm putting this guy in an A tier. Middle A tier, I think. He's super cool. I like his harpoon, but not much else to say about him. I think he's pretty good. Definitely a great design. Definitely a great voice. And a great jetpack. Best move, bro. Slam Bam! Slam Bam never misses, bro. Never misses. His melee attacks are great, and he has a lot of combos, too, where you press buttons and get combos. Not a lot of other ones have that, actually. I've tried it. This guy has great combos. He has a move where he can actually freeze stuff, and that's unique. Nobody else can do that. Like a paralysis move. He can freeze stuff. He has a move where he actually surfs on ice. It's good for movement. It's good for damage, and he has a lot of great... Because he has 4 arms, so he can Wait, 4 arms. Is that a Ben 10 reference? But he has 4 arms, so he can do a lot of damage in a lot amount of time. So, I don't know, man. I'm putting this guy in A tier. Like, definitely one of the best. I use him a lot. Wham. Wham Shell. Fun fact about Wham Shell, I didn't realize this, but I never actually got him until Swap Force. The one that I have is the Swap Force version, and I'm like, what? Wait, how'd that happen? But yeah, I have him, and he's good. He has a move where obviously he has the big mace thingy. It does a lot of damage, but he has one where he shoots out a starfish, and it does a lot of damage. And I think he's really good. And again, not a single miss with the water section. His design's cool. I think he has one of the best designs, actually. It's unique. It's like a, what do you even call that thing? It's like a weird humanoid crab creature. But his design is good. His attacks are pretty well balanced for movement. He's not very good for movement. But he has the most unique attacks for sure. And they do a lot of damage. So I'm going to have to give him a low A tier. Last one, Zap. Zap is amazing. Zap, I used him a lot. Oops, no. I'm gonna put this guy probably super high A tier for now. He has he has 2 movements, which is pretty crazy for a Skylander. He has one where he zooms on a wave, and one where he zooms and then he leaves lightning behind, so you can do like a circle of lightning, and one where he just shoots zaps out of his mouth, and they're really good attacks for sure. Overall, he grew off me. I think I used him too much, honestly, because I'm not going to put him in S tier. I can't put him in S tier. I don't know why. But he's definitely a top tier Skylander character. Let me go over this real quick. I think I'm going to move her into S tier. Looks pretty good to me. I'm tempted to move some of these guys up just a tad. I'm tempted to move. I think I'm gonna go ahead and move this guy up just one. And I think that's the list. Now, 10 years ago, 12, 15, whoa, way more than 10 years, like 15 years ago, I would have said, nah, this is a wrong list. But now, I have grown and matured, and I know I don't discriminate against my Skylanders, okay? I like a lot of these. Like, B is above average. They're really good. All of these guys are really good, minus Sonic Boom and this guy, Prison Break. But overall, I think this looks pretty good. I'm a big fan of a lot of these. I'll move this guy down a little bit. I try to use them all as much as possible. I'm scanning. Sorry. Pausing a bit when I speak. I love Warnado, dude. I don't know. I'm tempted to move him up. I don't think I can. I have a lot of stuff in A tier and S tier, so I'm gonna move these guys, or I'm gonna keep these guys where they are. As of right now, this is how I'm feeling about my tier list. Yeah, it looks good to me. That's my tier list. Zook is the best, and Prison Break is the worst. That's it. If you guys have played this, let me know, because Skylanders is becoming a bit of a classic now. You know, no new games have been made since like 2016, and since then, none of the new kids have grown up playing it. So this is for us. This is for the OGs who grew up playing this game. So if you did play this game, if you agree with me or disagree, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Thanks for hopping by, my friend.